You know that feeling. Your commute's gone from an hour to, well, about 10 steps from your bed. The freedom of remote work, it's great, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. But there's a catch. Like Dr. Surtaram Vishnoi said, remote work offers freedom, but wellness must be intentional in a world without walls.
Exactly, that intentionality. That's what we're really digging into today.
For sure. This whole deep dive is focused on practical, real-world wellness strategies,
Right.
specifically for remote workers.
Yeah, how do you make sure you're not just getting the work done, but you're actually, healthy and feeling good while doing it?
Right. How to thrive, not just survive the flexibility.
And we've got some fantastic source material to guide us. Dr. Vishnoi's Remote Work Wellness Handbook. Brilliant stuff.
And also episode 76 of Lifelines by Supremedic, which features Dr. Vishnoi talking about this very topic.
Both really hammer home that core idea.
Mm-hmm.
When your home is your office, well-being isn't automatic. You actually have to design it, build it in.
Precisely. And our mission here really is to pull out the most crucial, the most actionable advice from both.
So you get a clear roadmap, basically. Something manageable to tackle those unique remote work wellness challenges.
Yeah, the goal is for you to feel equipped, empowered, not just buried under a pile of shoulds.
Okay, let's dive in there. First off, some of those hidden challenges. Things you might not even notice at first.
Like movement, or rather, the lack of it. That's a big one.
Totally. In an office, you walk to meetings, you go grab coffee, you wander over to chat with someone. It all adds up.
And at home, that incidental movement just vanishes.
Right. You can easily end up sitting for hours straight.
And both the handbook and the Lifelines episode really stress how that prolonged sitting impacts posture. It can lead to discomfort, back pain, stiffness, all that stuff.
Plus, it just makes you feel sluggish, doesn't it? Less energy.
Definitely. And it's not just the physical side. What about the boundaries or the lack of them?
Oh, yeah. When your living room is also your office, where does work actually end?
It gets incredibly blurry. That mental separation between work mode and home mode, it's much harder without a physical commute acting as a buffer.
The sources really point this out. It can feel like you're always sort of on call.
Mm-hmm. Which
Yeah.
is a direct line to burnout, stress, feeling completely wrung out.
Mm.
Your work is always kind of there mentally.
And then there's the people aspect. You miss those little interactions, right? The casual chat.
You do. Those spontaneous moments, they often just disappear in a remote setup.
And that can feel pretty isolating sometimes.
It really can. The sources link this directly to potential feelings of loneliness or just feeling disconnected from your team or the work culture.
Those informal bonds, they actually provide quite a bit of support.
They do, and you have to be much more deliberate about replacing them remotely.
Going back to the blurred boundaries for a second, it
Yeah.
also makes it really easy to just keep working, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. That one last email phenomenon.
Yeah. Which turns into another hour before you know it. The lack of clear end-of-day signals is tricky.
The risk of overworking is definitely higher, as the sources highlight.
And the handbook mentions something interesting too, this idea of like decision fatigue from constant screen time.
Yeah, it's that constant visual input, processing digital info. It adds a mental load.
Even if you haven't done much physically demanding work, you can still feel drained.
Exactly. It's a less obvious strain, but it's real.
Okay, so challenge is identified. Let's pivot.
Yeah.
What can we actually do? The sources are packed with solutions.
Right. Let's get practical.
Correct.
Starting with your actual workspace. This is foundational.
Both sources really emphasize creating a dedicated space.
Doesn't have to be a separate room necessarily,
Right.
but a defined area.
Why is that so important?
It signals to your brain, okay, this is where work happens, helps create that mental shift. And the handbook suggests maximizing natural light if possible.
Good one. Light really affects mood and focus.
It does. And keeping it clutter-free also helps with mental clarity.
Makes sense. Dr. Vishnoi even says make it inspiring. Add things you like.
Yeah, make it a place you don't mind spending time in. Okay, so space is covered. What about routine?
Crucial. Consistent start and end times. Seriously important.
Gives you that structure that can easily dissolve otherwise.
And it's not just the times. The handbook talks about morning and evening rituals.
Like what?
Could be anything, really. A walk before logging on, maybe reading something non-work related to wind down. Rituals to bookend the day.
Creating those mental boundaries again. Smart.
And, interestingly, getting dressed for work. Even if it's just comfy clothes.
Really? Does that help?
Apparently. The handbook suggests it boosts focus, professionalism, signals to yourself it's work time.
Huh. Worth trying. Okay, what about breaks? Easy to forget those.
So easy. Both sources are big on intentional breaks, not just scrolling your phone.
Right, like the 20-20-20 rule.
Exactly. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. Simple, helps eye strain.
But also getting up, right? Moving around.
Yes. Stand up, stretch, walk around, grab water, do some deep breaths, change your physical state.
The Pomodoro technique gets mentioned too.
Yeah, 25 minutes focus, short break. Helps break up the day, ensures you actually step away.
Okay, sticking with the desk setup for a moment, ergonomics, posture.
Super important. The sources are clear. This is about preventing long-term issues.
So a supportive chair is key. Lumbar support.
Definitely. And screen at eye level. Avoid that neck hunch.
The handbook suggests things like standing desks or laptop risers too.
Good ideas. And little things like feet flat on the floor, arms at 90 degrees when typing.
They seem small, but they add up over time to reduce strain.
Okay, so that's the workspace and workday structure. But wellness isn't just 9 to 5, right?
Not at all. The sources talk about practices outside work hours too.
Like starting the day with movement.
Yes, even a quick walk or a short workout first thing sets a positive tone, boosts energy.
And mindfulness. Not just for yogis.
No. The handbook suggests even short moments. Maybe before a meeting or after. Just a few focused breaths.
What's the benefit there?
It helps ground you, reduce stress, improve focus, especially helpful when home life might interrupt work life.
Good point. Another big one they mention, limiting screen time after work.
Oh, guilty.
Me too sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's important. Switching from the work screen to the phone screen, it messes with sleep.
Right. And emotional well-being, too. That blue light effect. A digital sunset is a good idea.
Yeah, setting a cutoff time. And what about food? The kitchen is right there.
The temptation is real. Constant snacking is easy.
The handbook suggests meal prepping lunches.
Smart. Takes the decision out of it, helps you make healthier choices, avoid energy crashes.
It's that intentionality again, isn't it? Planning your meals.
Exactly. Okay, let's loop back to the social side. Isolation is a real risk. How do we fight that?
Regular check-ins with colleagues. Not just about work updates.
Like actual how are you doing conversations.
Yeah. Maintain that human connection. The sources also suggest virtual coffee chats.
Or team wellness challenges. That sounds kind of fun.
Right. Creating chances for informal interaction. Building camaraderie remotely.
And crucially, they stress maintaining social connections outside of work, too.
Oh, definitely. Friends, family, hobbies, that's vital for overall mental health, especially when work is less social.
Absolutely essential. Okay, this is great. Lots of strategies. Are there specific tools or apps that can help?
Yes. The sources mention several useful ones for break reminders.
Like Stretchly or Stand Up.
Exactly. Little nudges to get you moving.
And for focus, like the Pomodoro technique.
Apps like Palma Focus or Forest. They gamify it a bit.
Nice. What about mindfulness?
Well, they're the big ones. Calm, Headspace, Insight Timer. Lots of guided meditations, breathing exercises, easy to fit in.
And for fitness at home?
Tons of options. YouTube workouts are great and often free, or apps like Feet on Nike Training Club, yoga, HIT, whatever you like.
So plenty of resources out there to support these habits.
Definitely. So wrapping up, the big takeaway seems to be what Dr. Vishnoi emphasizes.
Sure.
Successful remote work means intentionally designing for wellness.
It's not passive. It's proactive, building those healthy habits into your routine.
And even small, consistent changes like we've discussed, they really add up. Better energy, better mood, better productivity.
So, for you listening, remember this. Prioritizing your physical, mental, emotional health isn't optional.
Right. It's fundamental, especially when home and office are the same place. It's key for that sustainable work-life harmony, whatever your specific setup looks like.
Absolutely.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. Now that you've heard these strategies, how will you intentionally weave wellness into your remote workday? How will you build that sustainable, thriving work life for yourself?
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into remote work wellness. It's such a relevant topic for so many of us now.
It really is. And our chat today drew heavily on the insights from Dr. Sirta Ram Vishnoi, specifically from his Remote Work Wellness Handbook and his conversation on Lifelines by Supremedic, episode 76.
We hope you'll think about how these practical tips might fit into your own routine.
Yeah, because making your well-being a priority, it's not just good for you, it's really the foundation for making remote work truly work in the long run.